The Princess and the Pea, a modern version. In a kingdom not unlike the modern metropolises of today, where skyscrapers towered like castles into the sky and glowing screens turned night into day, lived a young prince. He was a true gentleman of the new era, educated, athletic, and with a heart as big as the world. His parents, the king and queen, wished for nothing more than for their son to find true love, but it had to be a real princess, a lady of the finest origin and noblest spirit. Countless candidates from near and far, from various corners of the internet and social networks, tried to win the prince's heart. They posted selfies in front of castles, showcased their noblest outfits, and spoke of their princess-like virtues. Yet the prince didn't feel certain with any of these ladies that she was a true princess. His parents shared his concerns and wondered how they could prove the authenticity of a princess. One evening, as a fierce storm struck the city, causing the digital screens to flicker with its lightning, someone knocked at the door of the royal high-rise. The king, in his modern yet royal pajamas, personally went to the door. There stood a girl, her clothes soaked, her hair plastered to her head by the rain, her eyes sparkling like stars in the dark night. She claimed to be a real princess who had lost her way in the urban wilderness. The queen, a wise and inventive woman as versed in science as in statecraft, decided to test this claim. She devised a most unusual yet brilliant test. She took a pea, yes, a simple, green pea from the royal vegetable garden, and placed it under the mattress of the guest bed. But this was no ordinary mattress, and it didn't stop at one. The queen stacked 20 of the most luxurious, softest, feather-filled mattresses on top of each other, each as big and fluffy as a cloud. And on top of this tower of softness, she placed 20 silk eiderdowns, so light and warm they could take one's breath away. The princess was led to her bed for the night, unaware that beneath her lay a tiny pea that was to reveal the secret of her true nature. The night passed, and as dawn broke and the first rays of the sun gilded the spires of the city, the royal family gathered for breakfast. Everyone was eager to hear from the princess about how she had spent her night. With dark circles under her eyes and a yawn that betrayed her exhaustion, the princess recounted that she had not slept a wink all night. Despite the apparent softness of her bed, she had felt something hard that had given her no peace. She had tossed and turned, fluffed up the pillows, but the discomfort remained. The prince, his parents, even the servants listened with bated breath. The queen smiled, for she knew only a true princess would possess such fine sensitivity that she could feel a single pea under 20 mattresses and featherbeds. Thus, the true nature of the princess was proven, not by titles or Instagram profiles, but by the tenderness of her own body, a sign of her genuine nobility. The prince, who had until then only hesitated, now felt as if struck by a bolt of enlightenment. The simplicity of the test, the purity of her discomfort, revealed to him the depth of her princess nature. The news of the unusual test and its remarkable outcome spread like wildfire throughout the kingdom and beyond. People from all walks of life were fascinated by the story. They talked about it in cafes, shared it on social networks, and debated the importance of sensitivity and authenticity in a world becoming ever harsher and more insensitive. The wedding of the prince and the princess became an event of unparalleled splendor and deep emotional significance. It was not just the union of two hearts, but also a symbol of the appreciation of inner values over outward appearance. The prince and the princess, now united in love and understanding, dedicated themselves to the welfare of their people. They championed the arts, science, and education, always with the aim of fostering a society where sensitivity and compassion were valued. The pea, that small, inconspicuous vegetable that had played such a significant role, was displayed in a glass case in the Royal Museum. It served as a constant reminder that often the smallest things have the greatest meaning and that true nobility lies in character, not in titles or wealth. Years passed, and the story of the princess and the pea became a beloved fairy tale, told from generation to generation. It inspired children and adults alike to recognize and cherish their own sensitivity as a strength. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell so you won't miss any new fairy tales.